What's going on? Tanner Pfeiffer here with Pfeiffer Football. I want to give you guys an update on the Bengals and what's going on in training camp for the Cincinnati Bengals, okay? So, they've taken a hit on the defensive side of the ball. Carl Lawson, you don't have Geno Atkins anymore, players like that, okay? I mean, there's players that they're missing, okay? And then you want to talk about rookie wide receiver Jamar Chase. There's reports going around saying that he is not creating as much separation as people would have hoped. He's not doing as great as they hoped he would at this point, especially for how high he was drafted in the draft, and they're just not getting out what they expected of Jamar Chase right now. Now, obviously, I think this is just, your rookie jitters, getting things figured out, transitioning from college to the NFL. And you got to also think that he took 2020 off. So he didn't even play in 2020. He opted out. So 2019 was the last time he was on a football field with a team playing and seeing game action was 2019. So it's been 2 years, over a year since he has even played in a football game. And so I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I think it is important to get out there and to announce, because fantasy football is a major thing and people are pretty high on Jamar Chase. And not saying he's a first round, a second round, or even a third round pick, but if you're looking at Jamar Chase and, a later round, 5th, 6th, 7th, maybe around there, I'm not sure how late he's going or what his ADP is, average depth or average draft position. I'm not sure what it is, but I think it's important to know and to note that just based on what's going on so far in camp. I also want to talk about defensive player who just signed with the Panthers. It was linebacker Josh Bynes. I believe he signed a 1-year deal with the Panthers last season. I think he had over 100 tackles or 99 tackles. It was right at 100 tackles for the Bengals. So, I mean, that was a major linebacker and position that they're missing out on right there. Another big news for the Cincinnati Bengals is safety Jesse Bates and the Bengals are not expected to reach a contract extension yet. Apparently, yet is the big thing. He becomes a free agent after this season. Jesse Bates is only 24 years old. He's been one of the best safeties in the NFL. Now, let me look at the exact stats of Jesse Bates, because he's done so many great things. Yeah, so he's heading into his contract year. This is the last year on his contract. As a rookie in 2018 at the age of 21, he played and started all 16 games with 3 interceptions, 1 being returned for a touchdown, 7 pass deflections, and 111 tackles. Oh my God, that is ridiculous for a rookie, okay? Absolutely ridiculous. 73 of those were solo tackles. In 2019, at the age of 22, Jesse Bates started all 16 games again. So he's been healthy. He's completed all 16 games every year so far, but he had 3 interceptions, 9 pass deflections, and a forced fumble. So he had 2 more pass deflections and a forced fumble, and he had 100 total tackles, 11 less tackles, but I mean, that's okay. He had a fumble recovery as well. In 2020, at the age of 23, only 23 years old, that's how old I am, guys. He started all 16 games, 3 interceptions, 15 pass deflections, 1 forced fumble. He had 109 tackles, 78 were solo, which was the highest of his career. And he also had 2 tackles for loss and 1 quarterback hit. Jesse Bates, guys, if the Bengals let this guy walk, that is just stupid. Jesse Bates, you got to re-sign him. He is playing all-pro, first-team all-pro level. He's insane. What he's been doing is just nuts, okay? You guys got to find a way to work out to get Jesse Bates back after this season. He'll be a free agent. You cannot let this slide. It's just not something that you should do. Okay, Jesse Bates is a must. You gotta have him. As far as Joe Mixon goes, I haven't heard much on what he's doing in camp, but hopefully he plays all season. I think he was injured last year, but that's the only year that he was really injured. I do feel like he'll have a top 10 running back year. They're going to be spreading the ball around a lot on that offense, and he's really the only go-to running back on that team. The rest is just very depth positions at the running back position. So he's really the go-to RB1, and I expect a lot from Joe Mixon this year. Even though I've never been high on Joe Mixon myself, I do think that Joe Mixon is going to have a pretty good year just based on what they're doing in Cincinnati. But guys, that's kind of what all I have going on for you right now in training camp. Let me see if there's something else real quick. Bengals. Tyler Boyd having a great offseason, great camp so far. T. Higgins. So, I mean, you guys got to look at everything, okay? You just got to look at everything. You got T. Higgins, you got Joe Mixon, Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase, and then you've got, Thaddeus Moss that they signed as well. You got Joe Burrow coming back from ACL. He's looking good as well. So, guys, Bengals doing so many things. I think they're going to have a good camp. They've been having a good camp. But I think the biggest news so far is just Jamar Chase not living so much up to the hype, and then Jesse Bates also not expected to reach a contract extension yet. You got to quote the yet, because they could always reach an extension after this season, but he will hit free agency, it looks like. So it's like, you don't want it to get to that point, because if he hits free agency, he's getting other offers, and if he gets an offer that's so much better or from a better team, he's likely to take it. So tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you subscribe if you made it this far. I spend a lot of time on these videos, and I hope you enjoy it. And then subscribing just helps me out more than you'll ever imagine. It just means a lot to me. Thanks guys for watching. See you later.